All right, you all, we are out here in the garden to film setting up our garden for 2024 garden season. We've already gotten all of everything mowed down. We have living pathways, and because we have living pathways, our garden beds will sometimes get the grass that comes over the top of them. So I'm going to show you how to put plastic over your garden beds if you want to have living pathways. You don't have to, you can always mulch them, but if you do, to kind of suppress that grass and keep it from seeding as our spring and our warm weather amps up. I'm only going to film one row and then I'll show you the end result. We're going to leave it on for about 4 weeks until about April 1st when we'll start planting everything in the garden, with the exception of our peas, onions, and carrots. Those are going in the raised beds, so we're not going to be doing any of that. That's another video, but I'm trying to get as much content filmed before I leave. I will be going out of town for a week, and I want to make sure that I have plenty of videos lined up for the next 3 weeks, because now's the time when you're going to start seeing a lot more videos, because it is garden season for us here in North Texas. So if you are new here, welcome. My name is Dream. This is my channel Where the Yokels Grow. This is my urban homestead. And if you are returning, as always, I love each and every one of you, and I am so glad you're back to watch this video. Let me show you how to solarize your soil so you can plant in it. So we are doing multiple projects around the property to get ready for garden season. You can see my mounds, they're kind of leveled up. We are going to put plastic over them for about until probably April 1st, and then I'll remove the plastic just to kind of help kill the grass that's on top of them, because we are leaving these living pathways, and I am actually going to seed them with clover to try and help combat some of this grass. I don't know if it's going to work. It was a suggestion, so I'm going to try it. But I'm only going to film putting the plastic on this large one right here so you can get an idea of how to do it, because as you can see, this is a large garden. And honestly, I don't want to make a huge video about putting plastic. I'll show you the end result. I'll show you the beginning and the end result. So let's get to putting this plastic on. So I wanted to show you, I'm upside down because if I'm on the opposite side, there's a shadow. I wanted to show you what kind of plastic I'm going to be using. I'm not using anything special. You can go down to Home Depot and get this large plastic. It is a 20 by 100 foot plastic sheeting, 6 mil. So there it is. You can get that at Home Depot and at Lowe's. And we're going to be working right here on this first row. Okay, you can see that that is double layered, but there is a seam going right down the middle. So now what I'm going to do is come straight down the middle of that, and then that is what's going to fold up. And now instead of one garden bed, I will have 2, and then I'll just keep doing that all the way over. Okay, so my husband intervened. He was like, don't do that. And I was like, well, I don't want to kill the living pathways. He said it'll be all right. And so we did this instead, which makes so much more sense. So I'm going to finish bricking these off. All right, so I got all of this covered up. Now, I did not go buy these bricks. These bricks were left behind by the previous homeowner. And if you look closely, you can see where we have some of these bricks. That one's a good example right there where we busted these bricks out. So I'm just using what I have on property. You don't have to use bricks. You can use whatever you have, whether that be just, you know, topsoil bags or rocks, you know, grow bags, whatever it is you can use to put it on there to keep it from blowing up. Of course, if a giant windstorm comes around, it will blow this off because these bricks are just not strong enough to withstand anything probably over about 10 miles an hour. That even might be pushing it, maybe 5 miles an hour of wind. But let me take the camera off. I want to show you there, it's already doing its job. Do you see? Let me get out of the shadow. You see that sweat underneath? It is already doing its job. And so I'm gonna finish this over here, and then I'll have to have my husband's help because they're gonna have to be cut, and there have to be smaller ones. So these two over here will have to be pretty long run because both of them are pretty long. So it'll be 2 sections of this, but I'm gonna have to cut it down. So I'm gonna move over and do the back side next. I'm gonna get all my bricks in place, and then I'll come back on and show you when it's done. Okay, so I have gotten it all covered. Now I know some people are gonna ask about the plastic. If you're gonna use plastic, you need to get a plastic that is 2 to 6 mil thick, and that will allow the solarization and the killing of the grass and any weeds that are under there to take place. Or you can use big tarps. They also have black plastic. You know, it depends on what your budget is and how much you want to spend on what you're doing. You know, you do with what's in your budget to get it done. This was easy to get, got it at Home Depot, and it did the entire garden, which is a good sized garden. Now I know I said I was going to have living pathways at the beginning of the video, but my husband came over and he was like, hey, why are you doing that? Just put it over the whole thing, and then we'll just plant the clover seed down the path, you know, later on. So that's what I did. So there it is complete, and it is done. So we got it all covered. We will leave that on until about April 1st-ish. Our last expected frost date, I think, is like March 21st, 22nd, something like that. But I'm gonna wait a week until after that, just, you know, just to be on the safe side before I put anything in the garden. And then we'll pull these tarps off. We'll pull out all that dead grass out of the actual garden beds before we plant. And now some of these won't get planted immediately because it'll just be, you know, we'll be rotating crops, or not rotating crops. We'll be putting cantaloupe and watermelon back here, so that's not going to go in until probably mid-April to late April before we get those plants in. So a lot of it will kind of, you know, lay bare, and we may not take the plastic off until we're ready. But this is the first step of preparing the garden to get it ready. Now that it's had all that vegetation and feeding that soil below it, now it's time to kill it. We mowed it yesterday, so now it's time to kill it and get it ready for the garden season. If you found some value in this video, please give us a like and a thumbs up. It helps our channel to grow. And if you are new here, please consider subscribing, because we're going to be posting a lot of videos all about gardening, canning, some decorating as we come into the fall and into winter, you know, as the garden season dies back. But until I see you in the next video, you all take care of yourselves, and more importantly, let's get out of the sun. Oh my God. No matter how you do it, you keep growing. Bye-bye, y'all.